The Exodus trilogy is rooted in the sobering cries from reaching into the hearts of drowning, incarcerated, and homeless kids for decades. These books encompass the prophetic sifting from the Messiah from Israel to our falling nation into the fading generations since the 60s.
My life for the last several decades has been spent on two severe missions. The first is having blood up to my elbows from the hearts of desperate kids, and secondly is the urgent warning to our perishing nation of the presiding apostate rebellion that has brought us to the point of no return. There are two things that will complete the day of evil, that will end the madness on planet Earth. First, the imminent rapture will soon even stun the prodigal Christian. Their resistance to the conviction of the Holy Spirit has extinguished the flame of the nominal church as it has Israel. Secondly will be the return of the Messiah to defeat the Antichrist and his armies in the Valley of Decision, rescuing the remnant of Israel. You must ask yourself today, where will this leave you?
There were grave mysteries that broke the Lord's heart, streaming back to the third heavens. They drove a stake into the heart of humanity and the planet that has continued into this final hour. After the fall of Adam, Satan and his fallen angels, called the Watchers, came to desecrate God's new creation with a hideous conspiracy. There were two profound reasons the Lord had to deluge the planet: to rescue mankind from himself and the Watchers. The rebel that murdered his brother Abel committed a far deeper sin by creating the way of Cain, conspiring with the rebels banished in shame. They authored the first world order from the tree of knowledge through the tools of witchcraft to establish cities from alchemy, weaponry, technology, and a myriad of dark inventions to rape the soul of man from his maker.
It is bewildering that these things are still the primal leavening process in the foundation of today's society. It is causing an eclipse of spiritual and amoral madness, mimicking the generation of Noah as never before. Only the presence of the Holy Spirit, through the Restrainer, is now confining the revelation of the man of lawlessness, extending from the way of Cain. The Antichrist and the spirit of lawlessness will then complete its work in the children of disobedience.
After the deluge, history began an age of recovery that brought the gauntlet facing Nimrod and Abraham as the choice between good and evil.
It is profound how far things have come since the days of the Tower of Babel, and how specific the Bible is concerning the history of empires and kings that will compel the rock of God to crush the unbelieving under his feet. There is no way to underestimate what is happening to the planet as the twisted foes from Genesis finalize spinning the World Wide Web into the final rebellion. In this book, we pick up after the waters have parted in Genesis, tracing the history from Noah into this final perfect storm. After the flood, the power and pride of empires and kings have brought slavery to the masses, as it continues the rejection of God as their king. As the gates of the tribulation are about to open, the world is mesmerized by the whisper of the final song lingering from the premier Babylon. The proverbial phrase, "the writing on the wall," refers to a situation today where the coming consequences are clear but ignored. The eclipse of world order is exposed by the incredible prophet Daniel at the inducement of Satan's global conspiracy that would evolve into the day of evil. Nebuchadnezzar's dream not only unlocked the vital prophecies of the dream, It declared the entire timeline of the coming world order, from this Babylon to the rising of the Antichrist and his global kingdom. It is incredible how the prophet Daniel was able to reveal the next consecutive 4,000 years of world domination to the present in a single dream. The detail and the description through distinct composites give us a distinct vision into the heartless war plan of God's enemy. Understand that these 4 major empires are those that have a direct bearing on the hatred for the nation of Israel.
To conclude this tragic vision, Daniel told Nebuchadnezzar the full interpretation of the huge statue. Daniel warned of an even greater stone cut without hands would fall from heaven and crush the prophetic image into powder from the 10 toes up. This messianic stone is Jesus Christ, the Messiah, who will crush and put an end to all these evil empires in the Valley of Decision. This is the last half of the Great Tribulation, where Israel is rescued by the one whom they pierced in the Valley of Decision.